Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Diane Deziel, and today I'm going to show you how to do modification to a skirt block for a person that have a little belly. So the first thing we're going to notice is that the side seam is going diagonally towards the front, and what it does, it creates diagonal pleat in the back, and you might also be missing a little bit of length on the front, and most probably you have to remove a little bit on the back. But the main thing to do will be to fix the side seam and to eliminate the dart in the front, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Now here is the picture, the original picture that the person sent me. It's a side view. I just removed the background, and on that picture I could clearly see that the side seam was going shift towards the front, while the normal one should be straight up. The other thing is that you notice that with the pleats in the back, or the little bump that you could see, that tells you that the center back is too long. And looking at the waistline, so the yellow one here, you see that there's a big angle going down in the front, while it should be straight or even a little higher in the front going down in the back. Now the other thing that I noticed is that the hip measurement of the skirt must be a little too tight, because as you could see, the skirt is following the body under the buttocks. And if you look at the other side, the center front, you could see that the skirt is following all the shape of the body, and that to me is accentuating the shape of your belly. So by adding the proper ease at the hip level, it's going to move the skirt a little bit away from the body, and it's not going to look like it's going up that much. So as usually, the first thing to do is retracing the skirt block that we want to start with. And on the paper, you're going to report the measurement that you need. So your hip measurement plus the ease. Here I had 4 centimeter ease, so it gives me 109 centimeter. So I write it down on my paper. And at the waist, I needed 93 centimeter. And at the waist, we put 2 centimeter ease only. So I put on my paper 95 centimeter. We will take care of the belly measurement, so a little below the waist, a little later. The first thing we'll do is to compare the hip measurement of the block with the measurement that we need. So take your ruler and measure center front to center back to find out how much is your block. And here I found a 52 centimeter. That means all around I have 104 centimeter. And I'm also going to write it down on my paper. Now you're going to do the difference between the measurement that you need and the measurement that you have. Here I found that I am missing 5 centimeter all around. Since each pattern piece is 1/4 of the garment, I'm going to divide that difference by 4. And divided by 4, it's going to give me what I need to add on each quarter of the skirt. And here I found 1.25 that I need to add to each side seam. So put your 1.25 on each side and trace a square line from the bottom all the way to the top of your paper for both back and front. Now for the waist, I did not do the fitting, I did not see the person, so I'm going just with what I see on the picture. So I will give you some measurement to raise and drop the waist, but it's not fixed. If you see that it improved the skirt, then you could go ahead and put little larger measurement until your problem is solved. So for today's example, I'm going to give you measurement. We're going to raise the center front by 1 centimeter and drop the center back by 2 centimeter. Once you measure what you drop and raise, you could just trace 90-degree line on about 3 centimeter at both center back and center front. Now to adjust the waist, we're not going to adjust from the skirt block, but we're going to adjust it from the hip measurement. So you're going to take your hip measurement and subtract the waist measurement to find the difference. Here I found a difference of 14 centimeter from the waist to the hip. Now this 14 centimeter is for all around the skirt. Here we have 2/4, so half a skirt. So take the 14 and divide it by 2. Here I got 7 centimeter that I have to remove to adjust the waist on this half skirt. At this point, I would say we will cancel the front dart completely, but we will keep the back dart. And here my back dart is a 3 centimeter dart. So I'm going to take the 3 centimeter and subtract to my 7 centimeter because that's already an adjustment. So 7 minus the dart that I keep in the back is giving me 4 centimeter, and that 4 centimeter is the total adjustment that I have to do at the waist. And for this one, I'm going to put 2 centimeter in the back and 2 centimeter in the front. So now place your ruler on one of the side seam line, square, touching both waist and side seam point from the original skirt. Then from that position, you're going to trace square line for 2 centimeter towards the front from the straight line and 2 centimeter towards the back from the straight line also. Now we're going to trace the new side seam. You're going to trace from the new point to about 5 centimeter higher than the original hip line. So use your French curve and retrace your side seam to make sure you're going to do the same correction or same curve on the other side. Just look at the number that you use on top or at the bottom, and you're going to be able to use them when you do the other side curve. Now it's time to separate your plan back and front. Just cut in the middle. When they're cut, you're going to turn your plan around so you have the waist closer to you. Then to be able to trace the new waistline, you're going to start by folding the back dart. Find the middle of the dart, then retrace the first side of the dart closer to center back and the middle line, pushing a little harder on your pencil. When you do push a little harder with your pen, it makes your life easier when it's time for folding. Once your dart is folded, you could pin it so it stays in position. Then you're going to also fold on the new side seam line on a distance of about 5 centimeters. Then place here, I have my back fold, so I'm going to place the back over to my front on the same about 5 centimeter distance, and I'm going to pin them in position. Here you could see I even double my pins so everything is very stable. Most probably your front waist is going to be completely square with the center front, and you're going to start going down in the back. But I suggest, as usual, that you do a dotted line first. Then you could fix it, make it nice and clean with your French curve. Once your waistline is traced, you could remove the pin on the side seam. But before removing the one for the dart, remember to just trace to get the jug of the new dart. Now the skirt is almost finished, but I want you to check one last little thing, is the belly measurement. So all around the belly, the measurement that I got here was 105 centimeter. And to that, I would add the same ease that I put at the waist, so an extra 2 centimeter ease. That means I need at the belly level 107 centimeter. So for a half skirt, at the bottom of the belly, and I'm going to measure it just at the bottom of the front dart, I need 107, but since I'm doing half a pattern, I divide it by 2, it gives me 53.5 needed at this level. So you're going to measure from center front all the way to the side seam, Then at the same level on the back, so just move your ruler to the new side seam until the side of the dart, then push it again and measure all the way to center back. Here I got 53.5 and this is exactly what I need. So now your plan is finished. I suggest you keep it as a plan and you retrace the new line that we got on another paper, add your seam allowance, and you're ready to cut your muslin for the try-on. That's it for today. I hope the video will be helpful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.